Hello and welcome back to the Hytale podcast. Or should I say the community podcast? Because Myne and CanadianFlash, they're not here. Instead, you have us, the community hosts. Let's go introduce everyone. Starting with...
Oh shit, I forget. Me.
I
forgot.
Nobody wants to go first.
I'll go first.
Okay.
You go first.
Alright, my name is Zug. Call me Dylan. I don't really care. Alright, I'll hand it off to this guy. This guy right here.
Hello, I'm RPG Penguin. I was here in the last podcast. Now we're going to hand up to the Cup, the best member here. Insightful words. Alright, now to...
Alrighty, I am Baby Yappy, or just Yappy. I am probably the single most schizophrenic Hytale enthusiast. It's pretty much all you need to know.
That's a big title.
Yeah, man. I'll hand it off to Comrade T-Rex now.
Hello, name's T. I just kind of rocked up and I'm here now. So, I mean, what could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
Well...
Yeah.
So today we're going to be covering a lot of the tweets that John Hendricks has been posting ever since the last podcast. And there are quite a lot of tweets. Yappy, you want to first?
Yeah, so we have on October 26th. Now, the last episode premiered on October 14th. So this is pretty much covering the entirety of the last half of October, as well as all of November and part of December. So there's a good bit to go through, but this first tweet in the set of tweets is this person, Owl, asking, how's the end of the year goal going? And John Hendricks replied with, it's going well. Thankfully, the rest of the team have a better sense of time and space than me. They're kicking ass. So, potentially... things are going better than expected. They're doing a lot of milestones on the inside, they're doing the blunks, they're hopefully getting the engine fine-tuned to the point where it's at least usable and more heavy playtests. So,
It's what you'd expect, really. I mean, they've been hitting all their milestones for a while. So, I mean, yeah, this just seems standard.
Yeah, and with what little programming knowledge I do have, the fact that they're able to show screenshots of the engine as it is currently is already a huge, I suppose, blonk that they need to get over. Now it's just a matter of, I think they even said it in the blog post, transferring all the blonks over.
Yeah, definitely. Because I guess with the engine, it should streamline the production of Hytale a lot better. It's probably where this comment comes from, really. Because of the new engine that they have there, John Hendricks is a bit surprised in how fast everything is going, and potentially they're going to be ahead of schedule. At least we can hope they're going to be ahead of schedule.
We can
hope. They are ahead of schedule.
They are ahead of schedule.
Beta next week.
Yeah. You heard it here first. Beta next week. It's actually already written.
Yeah, I got my key actually right here. I can't show it though, obviously.
Yeah, it's next week. I just got confirmation.
Yeah, I actually got a PC sent by Team Hytale. That's just only Hytale. Every single application is just Hytale. Obviously, I can't show it, or else they'd probably send Hitman after me.
Of course.
Trust.
Now I got the cross-platform version as well, which is pretty nice. Anyway.
I got Noxy right there if y'all want to talk to it.
Yeah, off camera, of course.
Yeah.
We didn't get to do this before we started, but... Oh, no blog post, I was hoping.
Okay, we definitely weren't getting the blog today, bro.
No, look, I just thought, we were joking about it earlier, imagine if the blog post came out as we're recording.
I don't think... What's my phone at? Shit. Yo, 14%? Give me a sec.
Heck yeah. Alright.
But, yeah, seems like they're on track. They've been on track for a while now, so.
Nope, we're out of position. Oh.
Had to lower
Definitely.
T-Rex, he was way too high.
That's all good. I'm
eardrums
honestly,
scream.
I'm just excited for this. Honestly, like because of my time zones, I don't really have anyone to talk to about Hytale. Like,
Yeah, me either. I
got
really
my
don't
local
have any
friends.
friends that are into it.
No.
We've
Yeah.
got to roll the
Like-
intro.
Yeah.
You know what? There is well, I thought we were just gonna do like introductions and then roll it, but they're
Yeah.
never too. There we
There
go.
we go.
Yo,
There we go. Now
alright,
we're on track. Now we're on track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, introductions.
Alright, let's start. Alright, let's pull up the next tweet.
Alrighty.
Do you want to get this or should I?
RPG, go for it.
Dude, John just be saying shit.
They say, "Good evening, John. Will there be any Easter eggs in Hytale referencing other games?" And to that, John replies, "It would be fun if it was reciprocated." Now, by this, there's a winky face.
That's just the
Zoom
John
in.
answering something
Zoom in.
interesting way.
Zoom in. It's already planned.
Yep.
I mean,
I can
Yeah.
already see both League and Valorant references being in the game.
Oh, easily, yeah. Probably a bunch of
Yeah.
Riot. I wouldn't be
Riot.
surprised if in like
Yeah.
Hytale's first
Yeah,
year
yeah.
of release, we get a lot of crossovers like League, Valorant, the other
I can
ones.
already
KO.
see. I can
Yeah.
already see a skin bundle in Valorant.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dude.
I guess there's also Teamfight Tactics potentially, which would
Oh,
has
yeah,
all
I
the
see
different
that.
characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine a
Hytale
Quebec as one of the avatars you could play in Teamfight Tactics.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That would actually that may be.
Well, I can see a bunch of like dumb Easter eggs, like in Skyrim at the top of that one mountain is like a pickaxe called like Notch's pickaxe or some shit. I can see them doing something dumb like that. There probably will be
That's not-
because like they're a bunch of nerds, so I wouldn't
That's
be
not dumb,
surprised
that's
if we get
art.
some funny references.
But as long as it's reciprocated, which means that if
What?
they reference Minecraft, that means that you got some Hytale representation there as well in Minecraft.
Yeah,
Maybe
they
he
might have-
interpreted it as in like a crossover, or like crossovers like the Terraria and what game the Terraria and
World.
Power World crossover that just got announced. Maybe he thought of something like that.
Maybe
Right.
maybe it's planned. I guess we'll have
Or
to see.
there might be splash text that's like similar to Terraria, where it's like also try
Mm.
Terraria. Might be also try Hytale or something like that, and Hytale might have a splash text like that. Maybe, I don't know. But
Yeah, I think it'd be cool.
Definitely.
All right, next tweet. To this tweet, I did not understand this tweet at all. I was like, what the fuck does this mean? Like, what do you mean, John? I don't understand.
I don't have Twitter or
Right.
X, so this is my first time reacting to all
Oh,
of these tweets. So you get a
Hytale blog post in November, ? Eyeball emoji. And John says, I'm starting to doubt the wisdom in November. Our big blogs milestone is early December. What does that mean? I didn't understand what that meant. Like,
I think it's just a
does that
quirky
mean
way
just-
of
'cause
saying.
we didn't get the technical explainer. Are we just not getting the technical explainer? At this point, the blog is next fucking week. So, like, are we just not getting it?
we could get it as like a side thing, to where it's not, because I think they considered the technical explainer as an actual blog post, as much as it was like explaining their engine. So
What if they just post on the same day? Like, just both of them on the same day?
yeah,
Double
that would
blog?
be pretty cool. We'd get more.
I think it's
double
more
blogs.
likely. I don't think they're just gonna not give us the technical. I think
No.
they're probably both releasing next week.
I mean, he did confirm that yes, we'll be getting both blog posts at the end of the year. I think their milestone, like what we've been saying, big blonks is just early December, so they're finishing it up like I'd say now, and then they're getting screenshots and everything for the later half of the month and video footage.
Dude,
Is
video footage. I need it. I desire it.
Oh,
I
I'm.
require it.
I'll admit I'm an outlier. I'm here for the technical blog posts.
I mean, okay, I all the technical aspects. I understood a little bit of the first one. I would like something a little more like, like what's the word? More approachable to most people.
Yeah.
Maybe talk about like what do you keep in mind when you're doing like UX design? What are you doing to ensure like the game, like you keep the core Hytale feeling because you had to remake the whole thing. Something like that I think would be more interesting and more approachable for people to understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what I was explaining to the few people I did talk about with it is after reading it, I knew that like just the game itself was going to run a lot smoother. And on top of unlike Minecraft, because I've dabbled in a little bit of Minecraft modding, I gave up because any programmer will tell you Minecraft is held together by glue. Like, I don't understand how that game runs.
That shit is twigs and sticks.
Yes. So just the fact that you can, say, type in a behavior once and then copy it over to multiple different entities simultaneously, like...
The live scripting. I would learn to code for Hytale.
Yeah.
I would learn whatever language it is, definitely.
Look, if people teach me how to art, I'll teach them how to code.
Well...
I want to know is the lighting engine, or just optimization in general.
Yeah.
Because most games that launch nowadays, they are a massive slop of hogging resources. Like Stalker 2 came out, and like I've heard it's a good game, but the optimization is kind of struggling. It's breaking, 4090 GPUs to their knees, because
especially
good graphics.
Well, the thing is, I think it's mostly just to do with how, like, that's just the modern gaming cycle, I suppose. You try to pump out a game every single year, you're gonna wanna. It's not gonna be optimized. Whereas Hytale, we're talking 6 years here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And from just judging by how they're doing ESCs in the technical blog post, that alone, like, that's already proof that they're optimizing things. So I'd love to see how their lighting system works.
Especially for me, I'll need it to be a bit optimized. I have a 1660, and I'm not going to get a new card for probably another 2 years. So if it comes out in those 2 years, I need a little bit of optimization.
Well, you know what they say, when in doubt, mod it out.
It's true.
Yeah. I hope the lighting system is, like, super customizable to the point where you can make, like, complementary shaders, but for Hytale. So, if it's that optimized and that built to be modded and such, lighting mods or just any mod in general would be easier to write, easier to implement, more people can run it, and, it might look better at the end of the day.
True.
I think it will actually have that kind of customization, because if it's supposed to run on, I guess, both, like,
a phone.
I think John at some point says every single possible thing that can run on. It's got to be optimized for, I suppose, like phones and for Xbox, PlayStation, computers, all that.
Yeah.
I think, but I wonder what low-end specs on PC they're aiming for. Like, what card or CPU are they like, we have to get these in? I think they'll probably want to get at least, like, the 10, from the 1050 up, from, like, NVIDIA.
Yeah, I think we'll be pretty safe. If they're aiming to get it to run on phones, and cross-platform as well, they would have to optimize it for phones, let alone, computers. So I think.
Yeah. Well, I mean, phones are getting crazy. My phone's CPU is probably better than the one on my desktop.
Yeah, true. But
back to the tweet for a second. It's saying that the big Blanc milestone is early December. I guess going back to that. I mean, it's early December, right?
Hey, this time next week we'll be talking about a blog.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
did they
but-
say? Will all the blancs be filled by December? Is that what they said? Or like some of them will be? Or was it
I
like
think that
all of
means,
them
like,
will be? I
The
think
big blocks, like I guess it would be like what I would characterize like a big ones, like monsters or like world generation for sure.
I remember the original wording being like all of the blancs will be filled by like December. Let me Hytale dot.
I got it right here.
Numbers. Search by the word blancs, my new favorite word ever.
I love that so much.
We got the Hycon, we got the Blancs, we got so many good words here.
Mm.
Oh yeah, how's the music sounding?
Good. I mean, it's.
I can't hear music. I forgot I have stream muted. Fuck.
Oh no.
Well, you won't be able to hear it because I have it set to virtual camera, so you won't even be able to hear it. Or else you'd hear an echo, and I think hearing yourself speak like 3 different times would drive someone insane.
This is a little not as insane as the long wait for Hytale.
Yeah, but it could mirror it, so... I think while they pull up the Blanc's milestone, we can move on to the next tweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, zoom this one.
Alrighty, let me, There we go.
Oh, this one's interesting.
Oh yeah. Do you want to take this tea?
Okay. John Hendricks. Lol. Someone just tried to convince me it's almost Nove. No way. I
No.
just started in Oct yesterday. Nove is like a month away still. John, what features of Hytale that we know of are you most looking forward to seeing completed? That is almost impossible to answer right now. I am looking forward to getting back to playtests. Creator tools are going to be infinitely fun to playtest. So today I pick those. Wink.
Oh, zoom in, enhance. That's another wink. Yeah, that's
He
another
ends
wink.
every tweet with a wink. I swear. I swear he does.
I guess the first one they didn't, but now it's pulled up. You gotta take a close look at that one, yeah.
That's funny.
So getting back to playtests. So this is still in October.
Yeah.
And this is if they're getting back to playtests in October, and there's an entire month, kind of a bit of a foreshadowing for some next ones.
Were they playtesting in October?
No, they're getting ready to playtest in October.
Oh.
I think
Yeah.
actually, I think they were playtesting in November for sure.
They probably did.
Well, yeah.
It'd be cool if we got to see any of it.
Seems like they're
Hang on.
doing the creator tools now for playtesting.
Definitely, yeah.
Oh,
I mean, that was that wasn't that said in the last vlog. Like we're switching focus to like creator tools now.
oh, this is a gamer theory moment. What if I think this will come up later on, but
Yeah.
what if the postcard was a result of their playtest?
Oh dang!
Yeah, we can talk about
Yeah.
the postcard too. That's fucking awesome. Dude.
We'll get to that when we
yeah.
get to that, but I think this is just a gamer theory. I reckon their playtests in October here, the first thing they created was that skeleton.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it makes sense. Checks out.
Maybe they did an adventure playtest. They should pick me to do an adventure mode playtest. Smiley face.
Yeah, me. Wink. Yeah, wink. You know. Hey, John Hendricks.
As much as I would love to playtest the game, I feel like I'd give no valuable feedback because I'll be squealing too much.
This is awesome. This is awesome. This is awesome.
Yeah, to be giving any form of like feedback.
Yeah.
But what do you guys are thinking about this tweet?
Let me read it.
Like, it sounds like they've got a playable build if they're thinking about creator tools already.
Okay, playable build as in like they have like what's the word?
A debug build sort of thing. So it's
I
like,
wouldn't even say that. I'd say like
Really?
isolated environments for certain gameplay features. Like they have an isolated environment for like creator tools, which probably doesn't even have like a finished UI or even like anything. I see that as like we are floating people into like an empty plane with these isolated tools and nothing else.
This is probably because you mentioned Skyrim earlier, but I'm thinking like the dev rooms sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah. I wouldn't say they have a playable, because when you say playable build, that means like there's a game to play, which we know the game isn't at that stage yet.
I feel like playable is a poor choice of words. Maybe a runnable build.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see. Okay, I mean, the game's in like what, pre-alpha right now? It'll be in like alpha. It's supposed to be in alpha like now, basically. It should be. We'll learn on the blog if they hit their mark or not.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I reckon they are in alpha because of all the winky faces he's teasing us.
So many.
I don't let John hype me up anymore ever since he said like screenshots and gameplay. It was a still image and then you moved around in it. Like, I love you, dude, but like, why'd you say gameplay?
Maybe they pushed it back a little bit just because maybe they felt like it wasn't up to par and they didn't want people to get mad, you know.
And I like that. I think they tempered expectations really well with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like, just to build up upon that, I reckon it was a case of they just didn't want to overhype the community, I think.
Definitely, 100%.
Like, I think we can all agree they've been very cautious about, you know, I think, what is it, Myne in his latest video mentioned that about it getting out into, like, outside the Hytale bubble sort of thing.
Yeah.
Was it his, yeah. Or was his previous video? In one of his videos. I'll have to...
I think the most hyped the community's ever been for a blog was the last one. Because we were getting to see the engine for the first time. I think that was the most hyped blog ever.
I think like they maybe didn't want to fully share like most of the engine yet. They just had like one isolated, I guess, a developer scene for it because they maybe like just gotten that to work, just looks good, but they're like, all right, we want to do this really cool thing, but then they ran into some technical complications. Like, you know what? Okay, we're gonna do this. Gonna compare it with the last screen. They want to make it something where if it looked bad, it'd be like, we waited 6 years for what? But if it looked good, it'd be like, okay, that makes sense. It's still being worked on. I think they really want to send that message with that.
Yeah,
I'm just devastated that pig got erased.
Just
I don't believe them when they say he's fine. I think they killed that dude. I think that pig is dead.
Thanos
my back in.
Spawned. The Trorks got to him. No.
No, frick. The frickin' orcs.
I think the cup has some emotions on this matter as well.
Oh, well, there you go.
All right, there's the fun one. There's the fun one. This is the fun one.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
All right, who wants to take it?
A fully rendered postcard.
Here, let me big screen this.
When was the last time we've gotten like a in-game screenshot? Not even in-game screenshot, just like a model asset. Anything that wasn't just art for like one of these. It's been like what, 2 years?
I think it was longer than that.
It
was the last one would have been when the engine was announced.
You want to get technical?
Okay, well before that, like,
you could argue that the Tree Singer model could kind of.
Wait, I forgot about the tree. I always forget about that model. That was such like a interest.
Was that a render or an artwork? I can't.
It was a model. It was like a rendered model.
Absolute hidden gem of a blog, by the way. That one's great. That's a good one.
But
right, who wants to read it?
I guess I'll go. John Hendricks says, "Happy Halloween," replying or reposting a Hytale postcard saying, "Happy Halloween, everyone. To celebrate this year's spooky holiday, here is a sneak peek at a newly reimagined faction. Who are they? Who were they? Skull emoji."
Who were they?
So...
I just want to add no, he got hacked. That's not him.
Yeah, can't be.
It's
auto to add a funny detail. This came out so late, we generally thought we weren't going to get anything on the Twitter, because they posted that thing on their LinkedIn with like a generic artwork, Happy Halloween. And then this was posted super late. Usually they post like between like morning to like 2 p.m. This came out at some time that was nowhere near. So we thought we were just gonna get nothing, and then they dropped that.
Oh,
wondering if
what
I
happened
can-
there?
So I'm wondering if I can, because that looks like an image that maybe if someone were to increase the brightness, they may see something. Probably not, but
Someone
Someone tried it in
someone
the
did that on the Reddit. It didn't respond.
dang.
Dang.
What do you think that first letter is,
Put a
though?
beta release back there, bro.
It's probably a U with their new font. It looks like a U. I know
It's
Yeah, we know it.
it's
Connor's
100%
video-
undead.
Yeah,
it's
Connor's
undead.
video
Yeah.
said undead, so it's probably
Yeah.
undead. But I wonder,
It's
like, if they're
definitely
doing
undead.
this faction like the other factions, I wonder maybe you could unlock necromancy if you get high enough in their faction skill line, maybe, or like in their
Maybe.
faction
Maybe.
alliance line. That would be pretty cool.
Oh yeah, they have a reputation.
Imagine some void-based spells that involved necromancy.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Hmm.
I'm like super interested in the void element. I think that's cool. We know like nothing about it though.
I want to know more about spells so bad.
We need to know about spells.
I want a whole magic blog post because we know nothing about the magic system in this game, or if magic is even
Definitely.
in the game.
I mean, no, we do know that they plan on making some utilities for magic as well.
Oh yeah,
We know that it's yeah.
Dude,
So
then
I could just talk about speculation on magic for like
I
hours.
could
Honestly,
too. I want to talk about that
yeah.
shit, but
It's reserved
the-
for another community Hytale podcast,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
dude, the night where John was making all those Reddit comments, and the night he dropped like, yeah, we're only doing zone 1 through 3. That was an insane night. That was crazy. I remember that night.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I remember lurking on the Discord and everyone popping off, and I was at work, and I was like,
Mhm.
oh, I want to join in. And then when I finally finished, everyone was in bed. It's like, oh,
Yeah. It was.
Yeah, I
He
got the
dropped
blog
it
post
late.
time.
It was like 11 p.m.
yeah.
All right, but what about the undead?
What about the undead? I mean, they're wearing some pretty cool armor.
Well,
I have my theory. I think like this specific undead faction used to be like an ancient kingdom, just because they dropped the who were they. Obviously, there's going to be undead throughout the entire game, like in just caves and different shit. But I think this might be a specific undead faction that maybe belonged to a previous kingdom or something.
Yeah. It could be like made by corrupted void energy, or just void energy, or maybe what was the element that the capital is made out of? Like
Starts with a P, I think.
prismatic, I think.
Prismatic, yeah.
Maybe it could be corrupted prismatic. Maybe
Right.
Varen somehow
See that.
corrupted
See that.
their inherent prismatic and turned them into an evil undead somehow. So
Yeah, I
you know,
can see
there's a lot of
Ooh.
open doors that John is not closing. So
He loves those open doors.
Their eyes are actually probably giving. What are the color of the eyes again? Because
Red.
Varen is associated with purple, typically. Yeah, I think that does look corruption.
Oh,
That gives corruption.
how ominous would it be?
I
You're
don't
just
see it
going into
personally.
you're just going into a dark cave, and all you see is just glowing red eyes.
Dude, I miss the blue eyes because like the funny Sans jokes. I'm gonna miss that.
Yeah.
This was funny.
But I mean, we don't know if they've gotten rid of the blue eyes just yet.
Mm.
That is true. The
Yeah.
red eyes could be the
Ooh.
trademark to like this specific skeleton faction.
Actually, if it's in a whole faction, potentially we could have the blue eye. Like, who has played Fallout?
Yeah.
What if it's like ghouls, where you have the blue eyes which are friendly, and you can befriend that part of the faction, but then the red eyes are the ones that have lost their minds, have gone.
I can see that. The red eyes.
That'd be
I think
because
the
they
red, I think
mentioned
the eyes
that-
will just distinguish the standard mob from faction members.
Because they mentioned in the Scarlet's blog post that you could actually like interact with each faction. So if the undead are their own faction, I feel like there should be a way to have a friendly relation with them. I feel like
Yeah.
that's the goal they were going with factions. So I mean, what sort of interactions do you guys reckon would happen with an undead faction?
Turn some people to bones.
I can definitely see like them going the necromancer route. Rattle
We
them
have
out.
like some unlife ritual they should complete, help them complete. That maybe,
Yeah.
I guess like the Outlanders maybe trying to stop that unlife ritual that they're attempting, or they're trying to steal from the Outlanders to, because maybe they're like completely sentient in that form, but they need to be like everlasting in some way.
I think it'd be cool. I'm excited for every faction.
Drawing back to the eye color, what if it's maybe the type of rank that they are, or what class
Rank?
that skeleton is? So you know how
I
we
like
have
that.
different levels of the different enemies. So like for Chorks, you have, your level 1s. That's like very bare bones. They got only a club.
I like that
And
idea,
then
actually.
level 2, they got like maybe a pike and a wolf. And then, you got the shamans, and then you got the
That would be good for like
chieftains.
gameplay too, because like when you look at a skeleton, it's kind of hard to make a skeleton look different from another skeleton. So what you
Yeah.
do is like the archer skeletons have green eyes, the fast skeletons have blue eyes, or something like that. Just for like better gameplay clarity, you could do that.
Yeah. Or, doing that, or just representing the overall threat level of that undead enemy. Red Eyes is, they're maybe enraged, or, they're going to track you and hunt you down until they get to you.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing, right, you're building a house, you accidentally punch one of the skeletons, and it just slowly turns to look at you, and its eyes go from blue to red.
That'd be funny. I like that. Alright, I got it. If bro gets Hugo tattooed, the game won't release. We can only have one of the two. And John says, "Oh, sorry, Hugo. That's a deal breaker, dude. What does this mean?"
I don't quite know.
What was he cooking?
I don't know. Maybe we'd be able to figure it out if we got, feet pics, leg pics.
I agree.
You need a leg pick?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
I think the character on his leg's probably a faction leader. That makes the most sense to me.
No winky face.
Oh,
He was hacked. That's a hacked tweet.
It's actually
Not even
AI.
could
It's
it be?
their new AI model.
Let's test our AI models, see if people will notice.
Nah, there's no winky face. That's not John. I know
Let's
John.
see.
That's
Let's
not
see.
John. I love John. That's not John.
Fake news. Next tweet.
Yeah, let's see if the next tweet has a
Next
winky face. It does not have a winky face.
Dude, he got hacked. Fuck
Yeah.
that.
What? Alright. So Autumn says, "Hello, John Hendricks. Today is my birthday, and I wanted to ask in which countries the game will be available." To which John Hendricks replies, "On November 12th. As many as we can practically support. The game's publisher has a lot to say on the matter, but our goal has always been to get the game out to as many people as possible."
Yeah, I mean, we know that. They're gonna try to release on every platform they can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And in regards to
but-
country accessibility, I'm pretty sure we can just look up where you can actually access the right client. What countries can actually access that to figure out where.
Which I think every. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, last thing you need is something like Sony to where they region block a lot of the games. So if you buy Helldivers and you're in one of the region blocked areas, then you can't play Helldivers anymore. Because I know one of the members lives in a blocked country by Sony. So
yeah, the only part the Riot launcher isn't available is where they don't have servers. So like some Middle Eastern regions and some African regions.
Yeah.
It pretty much everywhere can access Riot launcher.
Yeah. Oh, this is a big one.
My.
Okay.
Yo, Hendricks, you got this one.
Oh no.
This one.
As we know, at Hytale is going to have a reputation system with a faction inside Orbis and beyond. Can we expect to see an accessibility option that allows us to have the target highlighting to determine whether the creature is friendly, green, hostile, red. Ask Hytale. That is a yes, with a free upgrade of audio cues. Thank you for confirming this. Would you mind elaborating on free upgrade of audio cues? Just my odd way of saying we are also looking at ways to use audio cues, sound effects to reinforce things like faction standing. So I added a feature to your question for free. My interpretation of this would be likely going near a trawk and hearing different tones of growling or humming. I really love the fact that you're playing with other ways to interact with not only the player, but the world. Thank you, John Hytale. Salute.
John Hytale.
I don't trust
He does the
that.
salute
No
a lot.
wink. No wink.
No wink.
No wink.
That's not John. That's not him. That is not the John we know.
Well, I know the first thing I'm doing.
What are you
As
doing?
soon as I get my hands on the game, I am modding the sound effect to have the shiny Pokemon sound effect whenever I get it.
RDR2
Oh.
honor sound effects.
That is true.
Burn the Quebec village down, get the shiny sound effects. Bling!
Ding.
It is nice that they're going that extra mile for accessibility. I mean, that's just a good feature, no matter how you look at it.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, because it's audio
it'll-
cue and a visual cue.
that actually works really well for accessibility, because if you're colorblind, you wouldn't be able to see those set highlights. But thanks to the audio sound effects,
Yeah.
that's actually
Yeah.
that's a good feature in my opinion.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The thing that I'm thinking of immediately, like between the different eye colors, for example, is that skeleton postcard. Is that maybe with the accessibility feature turned on?
Ooh, maybe.
Mhm.
I would be
Ooh.
surprised.
That's a good point.
That's something to think about.
I can see that. I can see that.
What is the happy skeleton sound? Oh, you skipped more? Oh no, you skipped.
No,
more.
I went back.
Scary skeletons.
Go Hugo tweet.
Alrighty, I'll read this one. Hugo says, nobody mentioned
This is
the
huge,
lead
yeah.
rendering engineer job posting being gone, by the way. Pretty hype. And John Hendricks replies with, 2 great hires off that one. Bonus points.
That's really
So-
good. The fact they have,
Yeah.
I'm guessing now 2 leading rendering engineers, because that was their big problem. John said if we had a better or more rendering engineers, we'd be a lot further along.
Yeah, it's coming up November 27th. Like, no, they're speeding along. Then they get these people to help it progress even faster, even better, and look better.
And if they
I
got
would be surprised. I would be surprised if they're putting in some overtime so they can give us something pretty to look at next week.
Definitely.
Yeah, if they got 2 rendering people, I mean, I think Yappy, I think that's really good for you and your lighting.
Mm-hmm.
If they've got, 2 people to bounce back and forth off each other.
12 a.m. by the way. I just want to add that.
It's like
Yeah,
1 now.
The 3 of us,
1
it's like 1 o'clock now. It's 1 a.m. now. I love talking about
Why?
Hytale at 1 a.m.
Yeah, man.
Gotta get
that's
to
my
3.
favorite.
It's 4 where I am.
Lucky.
4 a.m. or p.m.? That's the difference.
A.m. This dude's a Chad. Chad.
This
The
man,
sun's
see,
coming
he
up.
knows what's up, okay? He's eagerly awaiting the blog post that's not gonna drop.
Haven't slept in
I mean,
Have
if you
they
take
ever
a
dropped a blog post on a
look...
weekend? I don't think they've ever dropped anything on a weekend.
Yeah, it's probably not a work week.
I wouldn't be surprised if the blog gets posted on Thanksmas or on the
Dude, on
Hytale trailer anniversary. Because that's
Ooh,
coming up
when is
here
that?
in,
That's coming up. What
I
day
think
is that?
6 days? Because I think
Let
it
me check, let me
launched
check.
on the 13th, I think. Hold up, let me...
December 13th,
It's the 13th.
2018, yeah. So, does that work out? What day is Thankmas? What day is Thankmas?
Oh,
Oh,
I went to go click on the calendar and I hit the wrong button.
When is
thanks.
Thankmas this year? I forget.
I want to say the 15th? I'm not too sure. But I'm assuming it's taking place on a weekend. But the launch trailer is next Friday. So
I'm actually gonna look this up. The fact I don't know this is bugging me right now.
you know that.
I also kind of gotta know. I'm having a busy couple days. But no, the fact they have more leading rendering engineers is really good.
Yeah. Yeah, John posted a whole lot on the 27th of November. Like,
Oh
he
yeah,
posted a
Godzilla was
lot.
well.
Like he
Okay, yeah, the
Like,
14th.
Let's see here. He
That's
did
Saturday. Okay,
one
that's
long
perfect
thread,
for me, bro.
2 long threads. This would be 3. So yeah, he posted a lot on the 27th. So
Dude, I don't know why he was popping off so hard, dude. He had a lot to say.
yeah,
Mhm.
man.
The cup can keep a counter on how many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah,
Winky here. This isn't
Thanks,
John.
Cup.
All right, I can read this one.
All right.
If I want to enhance.
Oh, no.
Hey, John Hendricks. I thought we were possibly going to see some closed alpha testing this year. Is this something you guys sent private invites out for, or has that not happened yet? To which John Hendricks replies, end-of-year playtests are internal only this time, right before Thankamas. What did you say Thankamas was?
Next Saturday.
Right before Thankamas. Okay, really hoping to hear something about playtesting. You guys are going to do creator interviews anytime in the near future about gameplay-related questions.
And he didn't respond. So
I'm gonna bet the house they drop it that Friday. They will drop it before like the day before Thankmas. I can believe that.
Yeah, it's right before, because end of your playtests are internal only this time. So we're gonna get some potentially more external playtests after Thankmas. Because that's, I guess the way it's worded for me is like, it's been internal up to this point. Time to get some externals. Time to contact people. Time to get them to do some playtesting. After that, either Thankmas is like the start, like where they're gonna start posting there, or it's gonna be the like end.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, by the looks of it,
Wait.
it sounds like no, they're releasing the early access after Thanksgiving. Then
Yeah.
it's external.
I
Yeah.
have no idea actually. I think they might tell like the people doing it, like Connor or something. Like we're gonna drop it at like this time, and they can make a time slot for reading the blog post live during Thanksgiving. That would actually be really cool. Wait,
Oh yeah.
no, that's such a good idea. Wait,
Is there a reason why Myne and CanadianFlash have not been speaking? Perhaps.
Yeah, and
Wait.
hold up.
Wait, no, that'd be godlike. Wait, is that what they're doing? Because like everyone's been pretty quiet. Like all of the big
No
community members have been
way.
pretty quiet. Wait, dude, no, I think that's what they're doing. Unironically,
No,
that's what that'd be so. That would be awesome. Doing a live reaction reading of the blog post that drops during Thankmas. So this is everybody's first reaction to seeing it. That would actually make my year. Oh my
With
god!
the high circle as well.
Yeah.
I
I actually
mean,
just gave them the best idea ever.
Could you imagine if, similar to what if they showed a recreation of the video that Queebit Corner saw when he went to go visit the studio during Thankmas?
Like the playtest with the sticks.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, he didn't. He saw like some actual like classes and weapons.
yeah.
No,
The freeform class.
I don't think we might see like bonk sticks. That's about it.
Oh, right. I guess since the vocals and all that stuff would be, or I guess people's voices would not be like allowed, I think, to be heard publicly, something along that line. But we could get something adjacent. Although it is strange that they've been awfully quiet, isn't it, Cup?
I think
You're
we'll
looking
see the
wrong
game.
direction.
I think we'll see the game moving. I think we'll see the game moving. That is my only expectations. No, like still screenshot. I just want to see the game move. That's all I want.
Mm-hmm.
Blonks are
man.
moving.
The blocks are everywhere.
I'm out of words.
They said the word. They said the thing. They said playtest. Like, come on.
Yeah, Yeah,
Dude,
so
'cause the fact you specified before thing was like, okay,
Mhm.
John, I'm picking up what you're. I'm
and the
picking up what
3
you're
dots
putting
Time to
down.
lock
beforehand
that
as
data.
well.
What did
Yeah.
they say the progression of their playtest circle was in the blog post? Because I think they said it was
It was like what
inner.
first festival? Oh wait, no, you're talking about something else. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Wasn't
during
it?
one of the blog posts this year. I think it was the 2024 summer blog post.
Oh, let
I
me
think.
look for it.
Um,
Summer
but
sounds right.
yeah, and during that they basically laid down the process that they were going to use for the game playtests and internals. So if they're done with internal playtests,
Yeah.
that means that they're going to do external playtests, which could put us one step closer to a beta. I mean, it could even be a type of private beta for, maybe higher content creators. Like, I know Pirate Software got in contact with the Hytale team, so could be something like that.
If
Who
there's any
knows?
external playtest, I think they'll definitely bring in big community members. I think they'll only are mostly just gonna bring in like people like Connor, Hugo, 30, people like that.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking at it now. Is it the first playable, the first
It's
play
like
or testable
first
alpha?
testable. Let me pull it up.
Yeah, it's the one with the goblin art on it. The
Yeah.
goblin
Yes.
building art.
Creator
Oh
outreach.
man, I'm all out of tea.
Dude, the Scarab rework was so cool. Okay,
Wait.
first playable, the first time a feature is usable in the new engine. First testable, the point where a feature is complete enough to test. Alpha, features are ready for broader exposure but not feature complete. And then beta, features are complete but may still be buggy.
So alpha, potential alpha for an external playtest.
I
Yeah.
think if they don't, if Blancs is done, if they don't miss their mark, they should be in alpha either right now or like probably late January.
I wouldn't say alpha if they're still doing internal play testing. Alpha, I reckon, is going to be when they want to do the creator outreach.
Yeah,
And then that's.
I mean they've
that's
been
when
doing
private.
creator outreach. Yeah.
Yeah. So, especially with what the creator tools, it sounded like in one of the previous tweets, creator tools are only starting to be tested in November. I think they're still in like I think they've got the first playable where they can move around and everything, and now they're in the first testable where basically they're trying to make everything feature complete.
Yeah, I can
That's
get
a
behind
good
that.
point. If they're trying to do the creator tools right now, then that could be one step closer for content creators to be a part of an alpha or beta of Hytale even sooner. That is a good point.
And
Hey,
I
we're all
think-
on this podcast. We're now content
Yeah.
creators.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
We're
Just
taking
more
over.
content creators, yeah. Or I suppose we're also more content creators if we already are content creators. Yes. My invitation is open.
We're making content right now.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah.
We are not making
But-
content. We are making peak right now.
There's no content in Hytale right now. We will make the content ourselves if we have to.
It's gonna be the
I will
longest
go
podcast.
myself, grab the gauntlet.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Crack neck, let's go.
But just to build up on what I was saying, didn't they mention in like a very, very odd tweet that they would release the creator tools before the beta?
Yes, they did say that. They also said they released name reservation. Waiting on that.
Yeah.
I gotta hop on my tag, dude. Zug is taken by like 8 million people.
Nah. I reckon I'm pretty safe.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
If
I don't
not,
know
I just
about
add
me,
stir in front of
but-
it.
Should be good.
So, alright, what do you guys? What do you estimate their current like stages at?
I'd say if they're not in alpha now, they'll be in alpha by like at latest March, assuming they're hitting their milestones.
I'd actually say I'd extend that 1 month and say April, because I think aren't they going on
I can see
holidays for a month?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's true. Yeah. Then yeah, April. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But
Yeah, April to May
anyway.
time.
I think I've been a firm believer that we'll get a beta probably late mid 2026, and then 2025 is going to be a year of like, I wouldn't say hype, but I'd say like
Hytale.
we get to see the game again. I
Well,
think
my
we'll get to
prediction.
see the game again next year, like pretty regularly.
2025 is when it became Hytale.
I definitely think I would love, dude. I missed postcards. Oh my god, we did not know how good we had it. I think they should bring back postcards leading up to like a beta announcement. That'd be cool. Dude,
I missed the weekly blog post.
I wasn't there for that.
I think we're starting to get out of an information drought. I think we have the
Been in a
worst
drought for 3 years.
Yeah, but we have the worst put behind us. You know, before
I
we were
definitely think the
getting
worst is behind us
2
now.
blog posts a year that were basically saying, "Yeah, we're still working on the game," but now they're being more.
I've
open.
always had a problem with the phrase "functionally." Like we'll show you the most functionally complete version of the game to date, which I get what they mean by that. They had to remake the game, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, that's how game development works. I hope.
Yeah,
I
so
I hope the game is only getting more
rebuilding the engine. I just went, because like I've never like I know how much work goes into that.
I can't even imagine.
And like I had to do it once, and and all it was for like a very, very shoddy Mario, kind of like Mario Maker, map maker sort of thing. It was an assignment I had to do. Just being able to place a block and move in an empty space took me, I think it was like 2 months.
Wow.
To actually learn and do, and that's bare bones basic in C++, which is what they're coding the language in. So, yeah, no, the fact that they've actually done it in like as short of an amount of time as they have now is honestly, I wouldn't say mind blowing. They know what they're doing, sort of thing. They got a whole team behind them.
They are such talented people. You can tell they love doing what they're doing. They put in so much work in this game. You can tell they have a lot of passion. I think they're gonna show us something really special this next week. I trust every single one of them. I trust John. I trust every single person working on the game to make the best game that they possibly can. So I'm just excited. I can't wait to see what they've been working on.
Right.
Like my only expectation, I want to see the game move, and I'm sold for the whole rest of the year.
What do you mean? We got a moving still shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, the moving still shot.
But we should probably move on.
Yeah.
You guys are at
good segue.
I'm going to take this time to point out live Myne reaction. That has been my favorite thing in the bottom right.
Yeah, man.
And they're reacting to this thing right here.
Alright, I'll take it. Any chance of you posting a gameplay video of the test in the blog post? It would go nicely alongside an update of how production is going, what we have planned for 25, and etc. Big. That's big. But, it's hard to get excited when he said we get gameplay last time. So
also, noticing a lack of a certain aspect there.
Winky face.
Yeah.
There's no winky face, bro. Nah, he got hacked again.
Yeah. It's not real John. Not real John. Not my John.
Not my John.
I was just reading this tweet. Imagine if their quote gameplay footage is them walking around and recreating and rebuilding the same environment for the still shot that they posted in the previous blog.
I would actually love that. Love that. That'd be fucking awesome.
I'm still hoping for April 1st. It's a while off, but still, April 1st, give
April
like
3rd.
10 hours uncut of gameplay, but they just don't move.
Dude, just going back and looking at like I watched the video Myne put out, like all Hytale gameplay we've seen like ever. I watched that maybe like once a week. Seeing like when they like that video where it's like raining and they go inside the cabin and plays like the sound effects from the rain off the window. That is
Oh,
insane.
yeah.
Oh,
I want to
yeah.
see shit like that again.
Ambient
Yeah.
sounds great.
Especially now since the game's changed so much. Like, what does that look like? I would love. I don't know whose idea this was originally. I'm probably stealing it from someone. Like, redo the trailer and show us what has changed. I think that'd be good for the community, showing what has changed, and people like the people who aren't in the community when they saw that trailer 6 years ago and they forgot about the game. They're like, "Oh, it's this game." Like, yeah, I remember watching that trailer. It looks a little better now, actually. I think that'd be good.
They definitely will have a new trailer because you have like your beta, or I guess your announcement trailer, you know, like a teaser trailer, and then you get the real trailer, which is gonna have like gameplay and stuff
Yeah.
included for sure. Imagine the like, oh yeah, Thankfest. Let's just instead of doing a blog, trailer.
Yeah,
Dude, no! Don't give me hype, dude. No.
Here's the thing.
No.
If they said
The
that-
only part, the sussiest part, is how quiet everyone's being. Like, that's the one part I'm like, okay, well, what's going on here?
Hang on, did you just use Thuthius?
Yeah, that's a verb. Yeah.
But yeah,
Is
no,
it a
everyone
verb?
has been like absolutely quiet.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if they do drop another trailer because they said that
I mean, they
we will have
definitely
the
will.
most functionally complete version of Hytale to date, including old Hytale. So
Yeah, I mean, that's what Myne said in the
Yeah.
3-hour roundtable. He made a
It'll be-
very good point. If they were ready to launch in, what was it, 2019, 2020? If this version of the game is more functionally complete than the version they thought they'd be done in 2 years, then what's the rationale for the game not being done in the next 2 years?
No, considering that they're doing the creator tools like what last month, now looking back, or like in the last couple of weeks, theoretically speaking, they aimed for the creator tools to basically allow them to implement everything in the game.
Yeah.
And they even said that they had a side team, you know, creating all the assets and everything for the game, similar to what I'm doing with my little modding project. It's like I don't have an engine or a game to run in, but I can still, you know, make models and document and plan things. It's just a matter of transferring
Mhm.
and making sure everything, all the blocks work.
All the blocks.
The blocks.
At the moment, yeah. So I reckon that they are in early playtesting, and
Yeah.
it'll be really funny. It's like all the content creators are like in on this, like, oh, this big announcement, you know, for Hytale and whatnot. But Myne is just too busy working. And he didn't get the memo.
Dude, I feel bad for Myne. Apparently, he said that this is the biggest gig of my career, so obviously he has to put the thing that's giving him money now has to have priority over a potential career in like a year, not even a year and a half to 2
Unless
years.
the biggest gig is Hytale.
No,
He takes
look at
pictures
us
of-
now. We're
Ooh, that'd be
taking that
cool.
gig from him.
yeah, man.
I don't think they're secretly playtesting the game right now.
No.
Yeah.
I think my like schizo idea of like a live blog drop time slot during Thankmas. Now that's tinfoil hat, but that'd be really cool. I think I would
Oh.
maybe push for that idea if I was I don't know, in like PR or community outreach management of like Hypixel.
Who knows? Maybe there's more tweets where we can see if that becomes a
Yeah.
reality.
Let's see.
I think there is. Come on, man, say something. John Hendricks with the slammed getting blongs delivered while also playing for 25. Having fun. I just died in a playtest.
But they are. Well, that answers
Yo, he's
our-
playing the game. Oh my god, John Hendricks gets to play
I
Hytale. dude.
told you. Got him.
Every day you wake up and you're not John Hendricks, so you don't get to play Hytale. How does that make you
Terrible, man.
feel?
So yeah, they are
Okay, so that was
in
said,
internal playtests.
So
That was said,
maybe in
December
Thankmas they
5th.
do recreate the big arena fight thing, but it's internal only sort of thing. I want to see more weapons.
I would like to see more weapons, especially now since weapons were originally going to be like, a generic, you swing a sword, but now they're going to have like move sets. That's cool. I want to see like a great sword move set.
I want to see legendary weapons have their own unique movesets.
Yes, 100%, absolutely. I want weapon variety. I don't want like, this is a great sword. This is a legendary great sword. One just does more damage. That's the only difference. I want like unique abilities on legendary weapons. Maybe unique animations. Someone will probably just mod that in though.
All right,
but
hear me out. This is probably my age showing here, but old Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3. You know how in the zombies game mode you have like those elemental like bows, staffs. That had unique effect.
when you pack a punch a weapon again, it gets a unique effect.
No, like you actually like craft like a magical like fire staff.
Oh
and you can
yeah,
charge it up,
dude, I
shoot
love
at
PS2,
the
dude. I
zombie,
played
and they
the
get.
crap out of that game.
Mm,
No, that'd be cool.
I just love. Yeah, I want to see something like that where legendary weapons have their own unique charge attack. Like I understand animating is hard.
Like
So I reckon,
like if you have like the Dragon Fire Greatsword, maybe the charge attack instead of a standard thrust is like it shoots out some fire. Like that'd be cool.
With the attack. I'll see like maybe have like a core movement set for every weapon. The Greatsword has 2 attacks, and then the specific weapon has this 3rd attack specific to that weapon to give it a bit of dynamics, while also allowing you to, I guess, animate less.
yeah.
What I kind of want to see is, will you be able to find new movesets? So maybe something similar to Warframe, where when you're out and about, you can pick up a mod that changes the moveset of a weapon to where it deals different status effects. I know it's a stretch, but it would be cool to see.
Yeah.
I doubt it. That sounds cool though, but I doubt it.
That sounds like more of a mod idea, personally.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to get the base game out, because you got to think of animations, you got to think of, making sure that you're not accidentally clipping or any sort of, like, model inaccuracies. But then also, say if an enemy had that weapon, you've also got to code them to know when to use dead, like, attacks and everything, so...
Yeah.
But I'm stealing that for a mod. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's a good mod idea.
Another thing is with the factions, maybe, just maybe, like if you hit a high enough rank with the faction, because it seems like every faction has like a unique melee type that they typically use. So like for the Outlanders, I see mainly them using ranged weapons. So maybe if you hit a high enough level with a certain faction, then whatever weapon that they main, maybe you gain a special ability with that.
Or they can make it so that you can craft like one of their specialty weapons, which would have the legendary moveset that we mentioned earlier.
The Quebec staff.
It lets you grow trees.
I'm looking at the jobs. I haven't looked at the job listings in a while. I don't think I've seen these so little amount of job listings in a while. So they've been hiring a lot of people.
That's a lot of blocks.
The only senior position left is UX designer.
Hold up.
Okay, no, there's senior software engineer.
Yeah, okay, there's 2 senior software engineers. I was about to say, I looked at it 2 days ago, and the engineering roles were there, so... Ooh, senior software engineer for tools and assets. I wonder what that's for.
My tools and assets, I was like.
Yeah. Let's see what this next tweet has. What were you gonna say?
Wiki face confirmed.
Alright, this is a real John tweet.
We are so
this is a real John right here.
Alright, now time to really focus up here.
Alright, I guess I'll read. How's you 2025 plans going? Are you more so speaking about Hytale or your personal life? Happy to hear playtesters are getting destroyed. And John Hendricks replies, Hytale is life. No separation between profession and personal right now.
As it should be.
They're playing the game.
Hytale
They're playing the game.
Yeah.
Fuck, I was zoning out. What is it?
So just seeing the shadows again.
That I was watching my cat.
Hmm.
Hytale is life. That dude's real as fuck.
So, and when I took the screenshot, obviously, as you can see, it was 6 hours ago, so they are actively stress testing the game. That tweet was probably made,
God.
like, I'd say from now,
we got the
12 hours ago.
spiciest, crispiest news. Like, the dang.
Oh my
That
God.
news is fresh off the presses.
Yeah, man.
Oh, you have no idea how well timed that was. As you said, they released it 6 hours ago. Like, the first couple of seconds of the world below for the Hytale OSD played on my end, and it has the loud bang at the beginning. Oh.
It's nice to see John so vocal, because when the last vlog came out, and they said, keep an eye out for John tweets and whatnots, and Ask Hytales. And then Ask Hytales and John just stopped for like 3 months.
Keep an eye out, because you'll listen.
Dude, Ask Hytale is still gone.
But I don't even want to talk about Ask Hytale. I'm gonna be real. Like, what's there to even say that hasn't been said a million times?
It's a great concept.
Yeah.
It's a very good concept. Execution, they're doing their best. I'll just say that.
I think the execution's probably going to get better once they're able to reveal and tell more.
Yeah, once they can actually talk about the game, it'll probably get a lot better. But this first year of it, it's like whatever.
I'll have a thought, but I'll bring it up. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Oh, I have a thought, but I'll bring it up the next time I see it in a tweet in the future. I just want to. I'm just. It's just headcanon at the moment. I'll bring it up later.
Do we have another tweet after this one?
There were like
no.
I didn't speak. There were like 2 a month, right?
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
this is the final tweet right here. So
if you look at the last,
I mean, we've been going for like what, an hour? How long have we been going for?
Hour and 7 minutes. So
we got an impressive podcast length this time. I mean, I guess we're gonna take the jobs this time, like for sure.
I've noticed, right? How often is 2025 mentioned in all these tweets?
A lot.
I
think 2025 will be the year of Hytale.
3, I think.
As in, like, right? I think it's going to be very hype. I think 2025 will be spent building up hype again. Probably not in the first half of 2025, but the second half of 2025, I think it's going to be a lot of hype building. I think they're going to start getting us excited again.
Yeah, I predicted that we'd actually get a beta either mid to late.
Actually, my prediction is I wrote down in the Hytale podcast.
I'd love to see it happen.
Link in the description below, probably, and subscribe to Hytale Podcast to beat Hytale Spins.
Sub to Hytale Podcast. Sub to Hytale Podcast.
Subscribe.
My prediction
Hytale
was
Podcast. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait.
Hytale Podcast.
Huh? You have effects too?
What?
Dude, I'm just him. Like...
Freaking crazy! I've seen this, yeah. Alright.
I definitely think the Cup carried this Hytale podcast.
Yeah, I think we should ask. So, Cup, what do you think of the upcoming blog post?
He's in on it. They're all silent, just like the content creators.
Oh, yeah,
Cup's in on it.
Well,
so that was really nice insights from the Cup.
I think.
What do you guys think? So, what do you guys think? Like predictions for beta releases? I'm saying mod tools or like the creator tools, roughly mid 2025. Like or second.
I don't think available to the public. I think. For a defined beta, like what's going to be in this beta?
Oh well, this is for the creator tools, so I think they'll release it to the public to playtest like middle of 2025, and then open beta.
I can see that. I can definitely see that happening. I think beta. I'd love a beta in 2025. It honestly depends on my prediction for a beta either next year or 2026. Depends on what we see in this blog. I think the game will fully release in 2026. Beta, probably early 2026, late 2025. That depends on just this blog, really. I don't think we'll get a beta in 2025. I'd love to be proved wrong by this blog, and I'm thinking, oh, maybe we will actually get a beta in 2025. I think beta most likely 2026, creative tools and name reservation and all that, probably 2025, mid-late, yeah.
I think they're a lot further in. Yeah.
Call me crazy. I'm saying, well, specifically, I think specifically November 5th, 2025, 6:20 p.m. Because they're going to try to release at 6. Servers will be down for a bit, and it's going to be released at 6:20. So, just a prediction.
They're going to release 6:21, and we're going to be disappointed. I hope you realize.
No. I should have predicted this, because now this is live. John Herrick's going to specifically do it, so.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have said it. Give November 5th, 2025, come on.
What do you think, Gabby?
It's looking hopeful. I think we really are out of the drought of Hytale news in terms of them being so secretive. But I think 2025 might have a beta. It's kind of iffy, but I think they will reveal a lot of information about the game. Probably they'll start going back to monthly blogs, tons of Ask Hytales, postcards, stuff like that, and to kind of help build hype. And then maybe, towards the end of next year, they'll release another trailer, because that's when the game will be in its final steps of it just needs to be polished and refined, and then they'll have a great product to release.
I would love that. I'd honestly, I've always thought the game would release fully in 2026, but a beta just depends on what I see in this blog post.
Yeah.
I just need some water throughout this drought, man. I've been.
Dude, the Reddit comments were in the middle of the drought. They were so insane, dude. Oh my god, the Reddit comments were so fucking crazy. So the Reddit comments is where we learned that they're only releasing zones 1 through 3 on launch.
Yes,
that's where we learned that. Yeah, that's where that dropped. It was so insane. He also said, I made a post on the Reddit saying because I was reading the last blog post, I was like, I remember they said they will show comparison gameplay between old and new engine. I said, hey, do you guys think we'll see that in this blog? And then John replied, said, I think something along the lines of, I think they will, which was funny.
Wink.
So there may have been a wink. I'm not gonna lie, there may have been a wink.
Call me crazy, but if they're already in a playtest stage and they haven't released any information, do you think they've got a backlog of blog posts to reveal in 2025 for us?
I wouldn't. I think they definitely
takes a lot of time to make those.
Yeah, I don't think they're just sitting on 5 blog posts.
Yeah, it does take time.
They're definitely sitting on info. They're not, obviously showing us. I think we'll get a blog post about the UI. I think we'll get a blog post about each of the zones and maybe what to expect. I think we'll get a blog post on mini games, on creator tools, all that eventually.
All the blogs.
Yeah.
But all at once. Imagine this blog is 8 pages long, dude. Or okay, that's pretty standard. Imagine this blog was 50 pages long of just everything we've ever wanted to know.
It's just the source code.
So here's the blog.
Release the source code. Here, go finish the fucking game yourself if you want it so bad.
Yeah, fine, we'll do it ourselves.
Do a Bethesda for us.
Dude, that's I like that.
I think. Was there anything else? Anyone else wants to say? I believe we should wrap up the Hytale podcast or the community cast.
140. I'm going to bed.
Yeah, man.
So
if you all have made it this far, thanks for watching.
Thank you.
We might do another one. We don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
We'll
We
have to
might
see.
start
Subscribe
our
to the Hytale podcast. Don't forget to drop your rap if you haven't already, to show that you are in the top percentage of Hytale podcasters.
And
Yep.
for a question for the viewers, if John Hytale could answer one question that you ask, what would it be?
That's a good question.
What are you talking about? We got Hytale for that.
All right, guys. All right, let's pre-record the second one.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
So,
Thanks,
you ready?
guys.
Ready?
All right, talking
See you
about
all next time.
Hytale.
Yeah.
And Myne, please let us out the basement, okay? We get it,
Please.
you're Santa. You have
I
us
know.
elves
Please.
working on your channel. Please let us out of the basement. I'm begging you.
Can't get out. Can't get out.